Alright, it's week 3 of the bear season out here in Massachusetts. It's the last week of the season, so it is my last week of going out here bear hunting. I've got 2.5 days of hunting. Today, tomorrow, the first half of the third day, so I'm going to be putting most of my time into where I put most of my time last week. First step is going to be going to check the trail camera over all the bear poops where I was sitting last week, where that doe came up to me and the porcupine was over me. And if there's anything notable on there that makes me think that I should stay there for the morning, then I'll stay there for the morning. If not, then I'm just going to be walking around, seeing if I can run into a bear. See how this goes. Alright, so I've made it back to that little wallow that I found last week. I did spook a deer down below it, right before I got up here. Just soft bump, but didn't blow or anything, so I'm just gonna hang out here at the wallow for a little bit, see if anything shows up. I think I'm gonna put the trail camera here too, so I'm gonna have to figure out what tree I'm gonna put that on. Alright, well, it's after 11 o'clock now. No bears. Didn't even see a deer. I just heard one bound off through the brush at one point. But I'm going to head up to camp, get the tent set up, grab some lunch, and I'm going to go into the brushy area this afternoon. But this time I'm not going to check the trail camera until at the end, because I don't want to be discouraged if there's less on there than I want to see. So I'll see you guys when I get out there. It's 2 o'clock now, just about. A lot of apples on the ground. So I have a good feeling about tonight. Just gonna sit here until dark, see what happens. Alright, that's it for day one of this week. Didn't see any bears, didn't see anything really except for squirrels in there. Checked the trail camera when I was in there last Thursday, so a week from tomorrow. I went down in there to check the trail camera before I went back to where all those scats were for that second night that I was sitting out here. And it turns out that a sow with a cub came in 9 minutes after I was down in there. Which, I wouldn't have shot her anyway, because she had a cub, but would have been at least cool to see a bear, you know? This is probably the longest I've gone out here without seeing one. But that's alright, still have tomorrow and another half a day, so there's still time. I think I'm just going to be trying a similar thing, coming out here, walking these fields and apple orchards and hoping I run into a bear. There's plenty of fresh sign out here, so it's just a matter of running into one. But I'm going to head back to camp, head to bed. I woke up at 2:30 this morning, and I've taken little cat naps here and there, but I'm quite tired, so I'll see you all in the morning. Fisher. Wasn't expecting to see one of those out here. I barely ever get them on trail camera. That was pretty cool. Heard a little twig snap. I looked to the side and he was jumping over a rock. So I gave a little mouse squeak to try to see if he would come out, and sure enough, he came right up to the path, so it's pretty cool. Alright, onward. Alright, it's right around 12:30. I got out of the woods maybe like 11:30. Got out, got some lunch, got some gas. Trying to figure out what I'm going to be doing this afternoon. I think I'm going to be heading down into the apple orchard where I was last night again. But I don't think I'm going to be staying right up where the trail camera was. I think I'm going to try to push back even further. See if maybe there's an area where the bears are frequenting more than where I was. Further back into it. It's some thick stuff, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to traverse it very long, and if not, I'm going to loop back around and try something else. Not entirely sure what, but time to get out there and see you guys out there. Alright, well, it's the next morning. I saw that bear last night. First bear that I've seen all hunting season out here, which was pretty cool. Unfortunately, though, when it came up out of the swamp, it was in that goldenrod, that tall goldenrod. I just saw the top of its back for a few seconds out there, which made me know it was a bear. Up until that point, I had no idea it was a bear. I didn't know if it was a coyote or a raccoon or something walking around in there. But when it came up the hill into that goldenrod, it did sound pretty big, so I was pretty certain it was either a bear or a coyote. Unfortunately, I thought it was going to come my way, up one of my paths right to me, but instead it took one of the paths that went behind me, and I only glimpsed it once or twice in there, and it was so thick I couldn't even make out like where the head was, where the feet were. I just saw pieces of black. I don't even know if you guys could see it on the GoPro. I'll have to see when I check the videos of that. But I'm sitting in the car now, trying to figure out what I'm going to do for today. I have until maybe 10:30, 11 to hunt out here. Then I have to go pick up camp, go pick up the tree stands that I have set up, and go pick up a couple trail cameras. So, I mean, when I go and do that, I'll bring my gun with me, but I'm not really expecting to see anything out there. But I'm sitting here and I'm thinking what I'm going to do this morning. And to be honest, I'm not quite sure what I want to do. I don't know if I want to try to sneak back into that brushy stuff, try to get a bear in there, or just do my usual still hunting around the woods, going down game trails. That's probably what I'm going to do, because navigating that brushy stuff is a pain in the ass, to be honest. And the wind direction is not super great to do that today. My original plan was to loop back around into where I was last night, but not go through the brushy stuff, come through the back way. But that's really not going to work this morning, because as I was leaving last night, I found out that the supposed path to get there doesn't actually exist. And I had to cross a beaver dam, a creek, and some really, really thick brush. And that brush didn't really have any deer trails on it, so I don't think I'm going to be doing that. That was a pain. But I'm just going to get packed up now, figure out what I'm going to do. Let's get to it. Alright, so I think that's the end of the bear season for me up here. Didn't see any bears this morning, but I did see that coyote on the way out. GoPro and this camera should have caught him at least a little bit. But it's about 11 o'clock, just picked up camp, and now I have to go pick up the 2 tree stands that I had set up, and then go get a couple trail cameras that I have set up as well, to get them out of here for the fall season, because I'm going to be using them down the eastern side of the state where I deer hunt. I'm going to bring the gun with me when I get the tree stands and when I get the trail camera. If anything happens, I'll update you guys in this video, but if not, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.